Hello, I'm going to discuss different ways of streaming. I see a lot of people on Facebook and other groups who are just starting to get into streaming or just know the basics. I just wanted to make a video to show different options as far as streaming goes, from the very basic to the very complex. Just a little bit about me. I'm 61 years old. I've been in audio stuff since 1974. Love this stuff. Some people say that streaming is terrible, you shouldn't do it. They're welcome to their opinion, but done right, it can be very rewarding and it can sound really good too. So if you love vinyl, that's great, man. I'm not here to try and talk you out of that, but I'm an amateur at this. I don't have any fancy editing equipment or anything like that, and I'll just try and give you the basics. And let me get started. This is the most basic way possible to stream. This is just an iPad with one of those adapters for the newer models that don't have a headphone amplifier. I'm sorry, a headphone socket, I mean to say. So that's just a cord coming out of that and going right into the auxiliary input of this receiver. So basically, the iPad is doing what we call the digital to analog conversion, which was what DAC stands for. So that is the most basic and simple way. I should mention that the source I'm using to stream right now is Tidal. Tidal, Qobuz, and Amazon Ultra HD or HD all have what is considered to be CD quality and above, which is 44.1 kilohertz and 16 bits. That's what you need to get CD quality. Now, Tidal has something that they call MQA, which is their version of a way to deliver higher than CD quality. Qobuz uses their own system that does not require MQA, and the same thing with Amazon. So not to try and confuse anything, but those are the three big players in the higher streaming, higher CD and above realm, that is. And again, I'm far from professional in this, so pardon my stuttering along the way here. But anyway, now this, what I've done here, is that is called a Dragonfly Red, not a Dragonfly Red. So that passes the digital analog conversion from the iPad, and this dongle is now doing it. And this can give you a much higher bit rate, and it'll even decode MQA files from Tidal if that's the way you decide to go. Now that is currently, I believe, $199. But to me, if you really want high quality and you just want to try and keep it simple, but you don't want to use the DAC that's inside the iPad or whatever you happen to be using, this is going to give you a much higher quality sound than the internal DAC in that iPad will. And there's other manufacturers that make similar things. If you go on the internet, you can do your own research and you'll find several of them. So that is the second way to do it. Another way to stream, which is becoming quite popular with this unit, this is the Bluesound Node 2i. So what you're seeing there is just an app that connects to the Bluesound Node. If you can see on the top, it has controls, but you can also control it through an app. And this thing is becoming very popular because it's a streamer and a DAC, and it will decode MQA right out of the box. You don't need an external DAC to do it with this. So give me a minute and I'll flip that around and show you the back of it. But these things are becoming very popular because you can use it as a streamer and a DAC, or just a streamer, and you get a lot for the money with this unit. It's very good seller from what I'm told. See, so I'm just gonna use it. You can pause it, you can go, let me hit this down button here, come on. Go back, it gives you, and it's really good. It's a lot of music sources. Let's see if you choose your music, you can see there has Tidal, Qobuz, Radio Paradise, Amazon Music, TuneIn. It has Bluetooth. It can send Bluetooth. It can receive Bluetooth. So again, it's very popular. Let me flip that around. It's a little bit hard to see, I understand that, but as you can see, it's got analog and digital outputs on the back of it. So that thicker cord out there is the analog output. You would use that if you want the internal DAC in the unit to do the decoding. And again, if you're going to use MQA, that's the way you will want to go. It also has 2 digital outputs, one of which I'm using and the other one I'm not. Toslink and the optical. So it's very flexible. So if you want to use an outboard digital to analog converter, you can do it with this. So you can use the internal one or an external one. It's very flexible, and that's the next way you can stream, and it's probably, of the 3 that I've shown you so far, it's probably the best way to go. For sure, it's better than the first way, and a lot of people will tell you it's easier and better to use than the dongle that I was using, that Dragonfly Red. But the Dragonfly Red is great, especially for portable use. So there is one more way I'm going to show you. I just have to go to another room to do that. Thank you. So the last way I'm going to demonstrate is the highest quality for sure, the most complicated for sure. But anyway, this is a program called Roon, R-O-O-N. You can pay for it monthly or annually. It's a little less expensive to do it annually, but it organizes all your music files. But for this case, I'm only using it for streaming for these purposes of this demonstration anyway. So that's just what I'm playing right now. So basically what that is I have this called an SOtM SMS 200 Ultra Streamer. This only has one input and it's USB, but it's audiophile grade. I know some people scoff at that word, but that's how I would describe it. It's a very good streamer. It's very high quality. It's got a great clock in it. It does the clocking internally. It's so clear, and it sounds incredible. This is a completely different system in this room. And then down there, that's just a power supply for it. So that is in turn plugged into this Mytek Brooklyn DAC. So this is a very good DAC. There's a plethora of DACs on the market right now. Chinese companies have really gotten involved in it too. This is actually a Polish company. I believe that's where these are built, and that's where they originate in, is Poland. This thing has been no quality issues with it whatsoever. So as you can see, that front panel display is showing 32-bit 96 kilohertz is what it's receiving right now. And this is more of if you've got a really, really good system and you want to get the best audio quality that you can. There are more expensive and probably, for sure, better DACs than this. But this one is really, really good. It's up near the top, but it's probably not at the top. And the same thing for the streamer. For what I'm doing right here, you can pay tens of thousands of dollars just to stream music if you wanted to. There's ways to do it, believe me. But you know, I'm blue collar, so yeah, $20,000 on a streaming setup is a little bit out of my league. But anyway, I hope that answers some of your questions. Again, I apologize for my lack of professionalism in editing and all that stuff, but I'm just a novice at this. So I hope that helps some people out with some. So drop any questions in there that you have, and if I can answer them, I will. And if I'm not sure, I'll try and find out for you. Okay, thanks.